Alright, so, good evening, my name is Con Valentine, the creator of Live to Like History. And I feel like, do you know what, this can really help somebody. Why? Because a lot of people struggle to go to the gym. And I feel like if you hear this from somebody else, a real human being, not just my voice every time saying do this, do that. If you hear this from a real person, I feel like you are more likely to make the impact and understand you're not alone. Do you know what I mean? So, I want to just give you this very special person, yes, Mimi Kuruma. Yes, you probably saw you see it in my videos every time. But she has something to say, and I feel like if she says it, a lot of people may, feel like you're not alone. So, explain.
Okay.
Just wait. Sorry to cut you quickly. This is just about entering the gym. As I said before, you may have insecurities in the gym. Like it's not just you, but just understand this. Explain it so we can understand.
Okay. Basically, guys, I haven't been to my gym in 1 year. So. Basically, guys, I haven't been to the gym in a year, and I decided that, I'm actually going to try and make the effort to go again. So I got dressed, put on my gym kit, left the house, I was ready to go. So I was on my way there, and I was going back and forth with myself internally, go, don't go, go, don't go. I was kind of having that tug of war with myself, and it's like I would start my journey, then stop, and I was starting my journey and stopping, so my journey took double the time.
Sorry to cut you, because we did a series on YouTube about just gym exercises and how to basically maintain, and you had your camera, you had a blog, you knew where to go to continue your journey. So it's just shocking to me that obviously it's so sad you have to go through this, because I didn't even know you're going through this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so sorry, continue.
I just honestly, I just felt a lot of shame talking about it. I think it's I feel like it needs to be shared, and I feel like this is something that can help other people, and it's something that other people can relate to, but I did feel, and I still do feel, a lot of shame for the fact that this actually happened to me, and I didn't really know how to deal with it. So I basically finally got outside the gym, and I literally just froze. I couldn't go in. My anxiety was just my anxiety. What I was feeling inside was kind of manifesting physically. I had sweaty palms. I started to kind of my stomach kind of felt like I was having butterflies. I couldn't go in. I just couldn't go in. I was pacing up and down outside. I can't lie to anybody who's entering this gym. They probably looked at me and was thinking, what the hell is wrong with this girl? I was there for an hour and I literally couldn't go in. I literally turned around, went back home, and I'm going to be completely honest, that was probably the quickest journey. I was basically sprinting to go home when, ironically, I was basically stopping and starting just to get there. And this, in a nutshell, happened to me twice, and it's just, ever since, I honestly haven't been able to go to the gym at all. I feel so defeated, dehumanized, humiliated, and the fact that this actually happened to me. It's I knew I had gym anxiety, but the way that it manifested in that moment, and the way it manifested, and it happened twice, it's just left me feeling completely hopeless. I feel completely useless and hopeless. So I don't even know what to do about it. I just want to say, I'm ready to just give up now. I'm done. I don't want to do this again. Anymore.
I just want to say, right, realistically, what made you get to that point where you're obviously heading to the gym, obviously you're looking to improve your motivation, you're looking to improve your mind, your body, your soul, and then you just suddenly what made you just think to the point, I can't get into the gym? If that makes sense.
It was the reality of, it was actually standing outside. It was the reality of actually being outside and being there. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't follow through. I know it sounds a bit backwards, because obviously I got dressed with the intention of going.
Yeah.
But even as I was going, I was kind of going back and forth with myself. I wasn't sure, I was sort of talking myself into it, even though I was uncertain about it. And then when I finally got there, I just couldn't do it.
I think what's more crazy is just the fact that it's like somebody trying to improve themselves. Like you're hearing this, or you're literally hearing this, actually speaking. You're trying to improve yourself. You're entering into the gym, and it's the fact that you freeze, on the door. You didn't even make it to the cardio room. You didn't even make it going into the weight room. You didn't make it to the locker room. It's the fact that you just literally froze. Even me just speaking about it's giving me goosebumps, because my whole aspiration mindset is to motivate and inspire as many people as possible. So it's kind of sad that you actually have to say that. You actually went through that. Do you know what I mean? And it's I tell a lot of people, I know it's easier said than done. Yeah, I get the point. I've been training for some time. Maybe someone might say to you, oh, you've been doing this for a long time, so what do you know about this? What do you know about insecurities? I still go through personal insecurities myself. And the thing I can always say to people, I know words may not be as powerful, but it's you just have to just start. You just have to just go. You just have, I don't know, you just have to, it's easier said, yeah, just go, but you just have to just go. If that makes sense.
So hopeless. To go through all of that to get there, to not even be able to go in.
You're here standing outside for 1 hour.
This is why I'm saying, it made me feel even worse. It's a part of me is just kind of like, I wish I didn't go at all. I should have just stayed at home and just, like, I shouldn't have gone at all. Because now I feel even worse. Like, even the thought of going back again, it's like my anxiety's, even the thought of it, it's like my anxiety's even feels worse than when it felt in that moment. And bear in mind, that's just the thought of it. That's not even the follow through, the getting changed, the going there, the physically actually standing outside there.
Yeah, is it the workouts? Is it the people? Is it the area? Like, what?
It's like,
what is it like?
I feel like because I haven't been to the gym in 1 year.
Yeah.
So I've been paying, I just haven't been. And every month where I wanted to kind of pause my membership, I was like, no, I'll go. And it's been an entire year and I haven't been.
Chop your money, chop money.
My bank account don't scatter. Bank account don't finish. Bank account is done out here. In this cost of living crisis where inflation is inflated, cost of living is costed. I'm here just I'm finessing myself. They're not even finessing me, I'm finessing myself. That's what, I can't even lie, you know. It's very good. No, it's a different level of pain when you're finessing.
That's how the gym makes most of the money anyway, because people don't just show up. But what is it? Is it the people? Is it just your mind? Like, obviously your mindset.
I just feel like because I haven't been in so long.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like and it's like the thought of starting over again. It's like, because physically, you know within yourself when you're unfit and you haven't been going, you haven't been working out, you've been eating trash.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how you feel physically. And it was like, even the thought of like me basically gasping for air while trying to basically walk on a treadmill for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it. I couldn't face it. I feel like I couldn't even face I couldn't face
physicality,
following through, and the physicality that would come with that.
Yeah.
And again, very ironic, and it's very sort of wishy-washy, especially given the fact that the whole reason I went in the first place was because I wanted to work out. So the irony of, that's what I'm saying, the irony of this is not lost on me. That's what I'm saying, this thing is embarrassing. Like, I fully feel like I have no shame. I fully feel like I have no shame saying this, but then again, I have to be honest. And it's like, I have to be honest. I would be lying I'd be lying if I said kind of anything different than what I'm saying right now.
Yeah.
I have to be honest about this. And that's just
and speaking upon that as well, like, okay, so even when I take time off the gym, for example, every like 3 months I take time off the gym, and I come back into the gym, like, it's nowhere as a scale as what you went through. But I enter the gym, I feel very insecure myself. I wear baggy tops. My legs are so show, some of my shorts, they don't want to see the legs, But but I wear baggy shorts, I wear hoodies because I feel like I haven't trained in a while, like 3-4 weeks. So I feel kind of insecure. So I can only imagine what you technically will be going through. It's a whole nother. So it's like, I know words is easier than done, but you just have to just start. You just have to just go through it. Like, I can't. I think there's no other way.
There's no way to avoid.
Like,
and I know I'm avoiding, and like, I'm gonna be honest, I have been avoiding it ever since.
Yeah.
And I am avoiding because I don't kind of want to encounter that again, because I know that it's gonna make me feel even worse, because even the thought of it is making me feel.
Yeah.
It makes me feel anxiety, like it's triggering me in my anxiety. But then at the same time, it's like I can't keep ducking and dodging and avoiding. I've avoided the gym for a whole year. Like I can't keep doing this. Like, something has to give at some point.
But even
myself, I'm tired of kind of doing this again. I'm tired myself.
But even if you're like working in public, you can also work out. There's like working at home. There's working out in park. Obviously, I know you're not really into parks. It's freezing right now, but in the UK, London. But it's like other alternatives. Like, you've got to always drop down alternatives and see what could work for you. Because even if you might not like public people, like, I don't like people myself, but I just force myself to go. Like, personally, I need a barbell. But I'm trying to say there's always
so ironic given the fact that his job involves people.
But I'm trying to say, like, there's parks. There's like in your house, like there's places that you might find. There's even some gyms that are just females only. There's even some gyms that are just women's only. Like, you got to look for alternatives and try and stick to that. And there's a quote I always say: always think about what you're thinking about when your energy's low. Let me say that for the back people who didn't hear me. You, and you. Always think about what you are thinking about when your energy is low.
I need you to explain that and break that down. Because
so basically,
I'm confused.
When your energy is when your energy is low, think about what you are thinking. So when you're like outside the gym, for example, you're just like standing out there for an hour. What are you thinking about? What's your thoughts that's going through your mind? Think about what you're thinking about when your energy is low. You got to get into that mindset, and then kind of dissect it. So, for example, it could be people, it could be, I don't know what it is, like this way. So you got to kind of go into that mindset. It's like a dark mindset, and you got to like kind of dissect it. Because like you say, if you keep avoiding things, it's just gonna get worse. Like, you got to find out what your insecurities are and kind of see if you can kind of sort it out in a way, dissect it. If it's people, okay, start telling yourself in the mirror every time, I don't give a shit about what people think about me. Or if it's, I don't know, if it's my weight, I'm happy with myself. Like, I'm happy with my weight. Like, it's just stuff you can speak to yourself positively in your mind. There's so much ways, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Find out what makes you feel so low, if that makes sense. I want to see you in the gym. No, I'm not even, just not for the video. The next time, there should be a part 2 for this. I want to see you in the gym, and I'm joking. Like, I want to, like, just find out.
I can promise you I will try again.
Yes.
But, okay, you know what?
Even if it's not the gym, just...
I will just promise you that I'll try again.
Even if it's just walking. Even if it's just walking for an hour. Like,
try again.
just more physically, you say you want to be more physically mobile. Like, get up and... The gym is not for everybody. There's one girl that I know, by the way, that she hates the gym. She only works out at home. She can't stand people and their foolishness, that's what she says. People and their foolishness. Which I get it, because the gym just... There's just... You see everything in there.
Sometimes it's a lot.
It's a lot. But especially when you're not really... You haven't been into fitness like that all your lifestyle. Like, so I can only imagine what people go through. That's why I always say, I can only speak from a certain perspective. You just have to go through and start. Because people will be people. Walking around with it, sorry, I know this is going to be a bit deep.
I mean, it is kind of true, but it's the truth that...
There's going to be, like, one... Like, okay,
people are going to think what they're going to think anyway.
It's
Let's
true,
be honest, like...
Okay, let me just do this quickly. Let me just do this real quick, because I know this is going to be very, very powerful. Like, one time I was walking... This is like 5 years ago. I was walking past grass one time, and I said to myself, you know what, Kelvin? One day... You know, you're going to be under that grass, man. You're going to be under that grass and it's going to be covered up. You're going to be under that grass. So why are you going to limit yourself and live for other people's stupidity? Why am I going to live for a perishable human? A human that has a shadow. We strive and struggle for things that perish. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's unfortunate that people go through, like, the real people go through shit. Like, you need to understand, like, sorry, you need to understand, like, there's a way, like, you just have to just start and just find out what makes you feel so low at the end of the day, and just kind of combat it. And I always tell people, you don't need to go to the gym and hammer yourself and do, like, don't look at all these Insta workouts. It's not realistic. They're not all these fads. They're not realistic. Like, you need to start at your own approach. Even if you're just going to the gym and you're working out for 10 minutes or 5 minute walk, that's how you elevate small. These Instagram workouts, I know they're dying. It's not realistic. Instagram workouts are not realistic. I say this every time on Instagram. They're not realistic to me. And it's a false. Everyone's saying that you have to be. No, you don't. No, you freaking don't. But yeah, just gotta think about what you're thinking about when your energy's low.
Yeah, I think you're right. I need to kind of work through my feelings, because if I'm being honest, even though I am feeling this way, I'm not necessarily working through it and trying to and kind of understanding the root of why I feel this way.
Yeah.
Maybe it will help if I do that, and I think that that's something I am willing to do.
But it's just
so I am willing to try again, but I think I'm going to try again in a way that's more... What's the word I'm looking for? In the way that's more progressive. I'm going to actually try and kind of work through what I'm feeling, my feelings towards the gym, and kind of what small changes or what small things I could do to try and kind of help me through it. So that at least kind of, even though my anxiety will still be there, I'll actually be able to at least walk in. And even if I can do 5 minutes, I can't lie, doing 5 minutes is better than me. Doing 5 minutes is better than standing outside, turning around, walking home again. Yeah. At least I follow through in some sense, you know?
Yeah. It's just the fact that, like, even if you didn't watch this whole video, even if you're just skipping parts, it's just the fact. Let me just say this again for the back people here. Somebody went up their way, got the bus or transport, and went into the gym. Not even to the gym, went to the gym facility. Gym bag on, gym clothes ready, mindset pumped, music in, headphones in. And the fact that they didn't even go into the gym. And you think you're going through stuff. Sometimes you need to understand someone's going through even a bit more worse than you sometimes. It's the fact that standing outside the gym and this UK weather is freezing, and then you expect you're going to turn back and go home. You got to think to your mind, like, what this person's probably thinking in their mind to not even enter the gym. It's obviously a lot of negative thoughts, a lot of self-doubt, where you need to kind of reverse that mindset, if that makes sense. So I'm going to keep saying the same thing. Try and think about what you're thinking about when your energy's low, and you just need to just put yourself and start. Write a list, find alternatives, like what kind of training you like. It could be, you might even like other stuff, like there's like squash sessions or badminton, or even if you want to go to a gym that does like classes where you meet a community. There's just so many ways. And always reach out to people. Don't be so quiet. I'm always here. She has no WhatsApp, but she doesn't reply on WhatsApp. Instagram.
My replies are a bit delayed. I do reply. They're just a bit delayed.
So sometimes you need to reach out to people. Like, reach out. Like, say, what's going on? It's fine. Alright, so, better wrap this up right here. just wrapping up because obviously the lights went out. But we move regardless. We move regardless. So, always say think about what you think about when your energy is low, and just go through that mindset. You just have to push through. Like I know you're going through some X, Y, X shit, but you just have to kind of push through regardless. So I want to see. We're gonna see if she gets into the gym. Part 2 possibly. Any thoughts before we wrap this up?
I mean, I'm definitely going to take on what you said, and I am going to make the effort. I think like what this conversation has been really helpful, and I hope that this helps anyone who's kind of gone through this, or knows anyone who is going through this. But it's kind of helped me realize that I need to work through it and not avoid it. And because I'm not working through the feelings and the anxiety that I'm feeling towards the gym, I think that's kind of another obstacle as well. And the only way I'm going to kind of make some progress is if I work through that. So I am going to work on that, and that's what I will do.
Make it happen, make the change, and of course, let's continue to make history. Why? Because you and I, we just have one space in time. We have one life.